Hello, Dad. This is Jay Warren. This is the Dadhood Journey podcast, and today's topic is this: setting family boundaries at the holidays. Let's do it.
Hi, my name's Nico, and you're listening to my dad, Jay Warren. This is the Dadhood Journey podcast. Thanks for listening. Pretty good. Now can we listen to it?
Yep. All right, Dad. So on the last episode, I was talking about how fun the holidays can be and are if you let them, and you get to relive Christmas time and the holiday time because you get to do things with your kids that you probably haven't done for years because you're an adult and you get to relive it that way. But one of the challenges I briefly mentioned, I wanted to go a little deeper into to give a little help should you need it this holiday season, especially if you're a new dad, is around setting boundaries during the holidays, and specifically setting boundaries with the family at the holidays. Because especially if your kiddo is your first kiddo, brand new, first holidays, even if you have like your second, third, or fourth, like it's the first holidays with your newborn, the first time they're getting exposed to the holidays, and family wants to be a part of that. And I definitely think they should be. I'm not saying that you're not. It's just it took a process for us to be able to realize, like, how can we all get what we want, which is time with the kiddo, and be happy with on all of that, not be overwhelmed with it. I know the first few holidays, meaning like Christmases, were really challenging and stressful because Nico is the only grandchild so far on both sides of the family. So he's born into a lot of attention, which is great, and he loves that. And it's hard because there's one grandkid, so everybody wants a piece of him. And the very first Christmas, we hosted like a big old dinner on Christmas Eve, which was awesome. A little overwhelming since Nico was born mid-October, end of October. So like with a 2-month-old, doing all of that was ambitious, but we wanted to do it because it was the first time we could all be together. But like Christmas Day really wasn't a big thing because he was 2 months old, right? But the next year, everybody wanted to be a part of Christmas morning and to see Nico see the presents under the tree when he came down the hallway. And, Santa really wasn't on the radar. Like, he didn't really get what that was, but he understood that Christmas was something and there was going to be presents all over it. So what we did was everybody came over, aunt and uncle, both grandmas, grandpa, before he was to see the tree, which is at 7 a.m. So everybody was in the house, in the living room. Once everybody was assembled, we opened up the door. Come on, Nico, let's go see it. And he saw the thing. And he was just overwhelmed because he just got like, oh my gosh, like, look at all these people here. And it was hard. It was really hard. It was overwhelming for him. It was overwhelming for us. Like, it wasn't a horrible day. I'm not saying that by any means. It's just from that experience, we then drew new boundaries around it, saying, okay, like, let's do a lot of family stuff, but we're going to do it in pieces. And Christmas morning, we're going to want to do it ourselves, just the three of us. And then we'll have like a lunch or a dinner on Christmas Day. And we had done a Christmas Eve dinner, which was really cool. And we just kind of spread it out and wanted to say, like, all right, we want to create our own family traditions, just the three of us on the morning with stockings and presents, and then we can start doing extended family and the like. And it worked much better. This year is going to be, we still haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do that because we're doing 2 homes, and we definitely want to do one Christmas. And because it's also new, I think what we've decided is doing a family Christmas Eve dinner. I'm going to stay the night at the old place, wake up with Nico Christmas morning, and do Christmas kind of like we all ever have. We'll see what comes in the next years of how we want to do things, but I think that's what we're going to do for Nico this year. Anyway, so that's beside the point. The point of this is there's going to be a lot of attention with your new kiddo, or if it's not necessarily new, as I said, it's fun for the holidays. It's fun for everybody, and Christmas is about kids when it comes down to it. So all of the aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas and friends and things like that want to be involved with the kid, and that can be overwhelming with gift giving. It might be so much that comes that is generous, and at the same time it can blow their circuits and make for a challenging time. So I encourage you to sit down with your partner and say, all right, how do we want the holidays to go? And there's certain things that just can't be taken off the plate. They're just family traditions, and you're going to do them because that's what you've always ever done. But keep an eye on, especially if you're a new dad and this is your first time around, keep an eye on just not trying to do too much. Because if this is your baby's first Christmas, first holidays with the family, then you're still within the first year of all kinds of wonkiness, sleep deprivation and stress and figuring things out and all that kind of stuff. And then the holidays can be stressful because this is all new with all the different parties to go to and presents and who's going to open up my present first and all those kind of things. Just keep an eye on things and keep a dialogue open of how to do it really well so that you don't get burned out, your partner doesn't get burned out, kiddo doesn't get their circuits fried, and then it becomes like Meltdown City where everybody's just afraid and it isn't fun. I don't want that for any of you dads. I want it to be fun, and sometimes it means saying no. And so around the holidays time, there's so many things to say yes to, and just again, manage it. Be cognizant, be aware, be conscious of what you're saying yes to, and doing less is more. I'll just say that. Commit to a couple of really cool things and then see how you feel as it go, and play that we got a new kiddo, we might not be there card. Because it's a good card to play when you need it. And it's the truth, it might not be that the kid's not up for whatever event it is. It might be that just you aren't, and you as a family are just not up for saying yes to being there tonight. We're gonna have to back out, I'm sorry, and that's just the way things go. And it's a good, healthy decision for your family to do that if it's just too much. So keep an eye on that, talk it out, have a plan when things come up to see, is it really going to be the best thing and worthwhile, and you'll have a much, much happier holidays. So set those boundaries, and when something goes a little haywire and doesn't go as well as planned, re-look at it, course correct, and then reestablish that boundary, or establish it if you didn't in the first place, and you'd be much better off. So until next time, Dad, take good care of yourself, take good care of your family, and we'll connect on the next episode.
I hope you enjoyed that episode. You can hang out with other dads in our Facebook group. Just go to Facebook, search for the Dadhood Journey, and apply to get in. See you there, and see you on the next episode. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Perfect.
There you go, Dan.